Movies are a great way to relax and unwind after a long day's work. Movies are therefore part of us. They are entertaining and they are informative as well. Since time immemorial, human folk are known to enjoy acting and theater. This is what led to the million-dollar movie industry that we have at the moment. In this piece, I will examine the top 10 most watched movies in the world. People tend to like movies that have a good ending to them. The feel-good movies in which the good guy triumphs over the bad guy. Well, let's see if movies of this caliber make it into the list of the top 10 most watched movies in the world. So in this video, we will discuss the top 10 most watched movies. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Spencer Confidential. Mark Wahlberg plays Spencer, an ex-cop just out of prison who should quickly flee Boston, but stays to help his old boxing coach with his promising new trainee. Winston Duke plays the tough MMA fighter, and he comes in handy when Spencer's former associates turn up murdered and Spencer unwisely decides to investigate. Rotten Tomatoes awarded Spencer Confidential a mere 37%, and audiences didn't rate it much higher. But with Wahlberg starring, they were clearly willing to give it a chance. Most found it derivative and boring. Some critics even wondered whether it was written entirely by Netflix's charmless algorithm. Spencer Confidential would likely have flopped big time at the box office, but since it was free to watch with a paid Netflix subscription, many people did. Number 9. 6 Underground. Ryan Reynolds plays a billionaire philanthropist who fakes his own death to form a vigilant squad. He recruits 5 other specialists to join his gang of ghosts. 2 is a super spy, 3 is a hitman, 4 a Parker pro and thief, 5 a doctor, and 6 a driver. Director Michael Bay wrangles Netflix's second highest budget of $150 million, most of which is spent blowing up expensive cars. Its promising high-octane trailer hooked subscribers, resulting in a huge hit in terms of watch hours, creating yet another tribute to military misogyny. Netflix quietly scrapped plans for a sequel. Number 8. The Kissing Booth 2. In the first film, Elle and best friend Lee had a very specific set of friendship rules, which Elle violates passionately in pursuit of her lifelong crush Lee's big brother Noah. In the sequel, Noah's away at college and Elle forms a new friendship with Marco, and their chemistry is undeniable. Though the critics were unimpressed, fans of the franchise enjoyed King's quirky girl antics in the first and hoped for more. Unfortunately, the dreamy relationship from the original film quickly turned toxic in the second, and the director's lingering fascination with a teenage girl left some of its audience queasy. Number 7. The Irishman. Robert De Niro plays Frank, a hitman who dedicated his life to loyally serving the Buffalino crime family. As an old man, he reflects on his life in the mob, and the audience watches humanity get leached from him. Facing his own mortality, this sociopath is alone, and deservedly so. The relative ease with which he takes out supposed friend Jimmy Hoffa bellies his inability to form an attachment, and as he contemplates his sins, he doesn't express regret, sorrow, loneliness, or indeed any feeling at all. This film feels like a culmination of Martin Scorsese's favorite themes and greatest hits. The Mafia is the perfect setting for his elegy. Unlike his glamorization of the lifestyle in previous films, The Irishman is mournful and introspective. The stellar cast, including Harvey Keitel, Jesse Plemons, Joe Pesci, and Anna Paquin, all reflect different aspects of Frank's impoverished soul, and Scorsese's condemnation of his choices seems absolute and maybe even personal. Number 6. The Unforgivable. Sandra Bullock plays Ruth, a woman newly released from prison after committing a violent crime. She goes home, only to find that home is unwelcoming, unable to forgive her past. With few options, Ruth realizes her only hope for redemption lies with the little sister she left behind. Critics faulted the contrived plot, but praised Bullock's performance. Audiences clearly responded to her against-type portrayal and enjoyed the equally talented cast. The film's sense of broken justice and sacrifice clearly struck an emotional chord. Number 5. Extraction. The son of an incarcerated Indian drug lord is kidnapped, but his father refuses to pay the ransom. Instead, black market mercenary Tyler Rake is called in to pull off a miraculous extraction. This movie is useless in terms of plotting or characterization. Fans watch for one reason only: the action. First-time director Sam Hargrave first met Chris Hemsworth while performing as Chris Evans' Captain America stunt double. Marvel was so impressed that he became the MCU's go-to fight choreographer. In Extraction, Hargrave leans heavily on the throttle by filming car chases strapped to the front of cars and immersing audiences with an 11.5-minute continuous one-take action sequence. Number 4. The Adam Project. 12-year-old Adam Reed is grieving the recent loss of his father when he stumbles upon a bleeding pilot who just happens to be a time-traveling older version of himself. 12-year-old Adam takes an instant dislike to Big Future Adam, played by Ryan Reynolds, but is convinced to help him out when he learns the mission involves going even further back to find their father and set things right. Fans of Reynolds' unique blend of charm, sarcasm, and muscles will find much to like about The Adam Project, though fans of sci-fi may find it a little wanting. Director Sean Levy manages to find the film's heart, hiding amongst as many clever Easter eggs as the viewer cares to hunt. Number 3. Bird Box. 5 years after the world is invaded by some insidious species that drives people to suicide, Mallory, a mother of 2 young kids played by Sandra Bullock, has been hiding in a safe house along with a random selection of other survivors. The predators can't hurt those who don't see them, so blindness keeps you safe. It's now time to move on, but a treacherous escape down a river must be undertaken blindfolded. Even the slightest peek could be deadly. This film delivers genuine thrills and haunting possibilities, but a talented ensemble including Sarah Paulson, Trevante Rhodes, John Malkovich, Jackie Weaver, Danielle McDonald brings flavorful nuance and new angles of terror to an already heart-stopping film. Number 2. Don't Look Up. 2 lowly astronomers, played by Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio, discover a comet is hurling towards Earth, set to extinguish all life when it hits in about 6 months. When neither the president nor her chief of staff's son appears to care, they decide to take it to the media themselves. People's reactions are mixed, with a lot of the rhetoric reminiscent of pandemic paranoia and anti-science discourse. The Oscar-nominated funny man, writer-director Adam McKay, may have built his career on raunchy comedy, but he's taken an incisive turn toward the political satire. Number 1. Red Notice. FBI agent John Hartley is investigating the theft of one of 3 eggs once given to Cleopatra by Mark Antony. Johnson recovers the missing egg from notorious art thief Booth, but another thief, Black, disguised as one of the strike team, swaps out the real egg for a fake. Agent Hartley is blamed for the egg's theft, and he and Bluth are imprisoned together. Black asks Booth to help her steal the next 2 eggs. He declines, but he and Hartley ultimately hatch a plan to steal the second egg. Let the double-crossing begin. As this is Reynolds' 3rd appearance on this list, Johnson proves the perfect receptacle for Reynolds' quips and barbs. The chemistry between them means their buddy film almost capsizes the intended one. Gadot is a welcome addition, but despite Megawatt's star power, the film rises above mediocre. It's got serviceable action and a premise decent enough to bring together 3 of today's biggest movie stars. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.